Welcome and thank you for making a commitment for your time and efforts to volunteer for the Ride for Roswell. I myself am a volunteer, and my friends and I are going to take some time to show you everything you need to know, as well as get you excited for Ride Weekend.
Because without you and the other 2,000 plus volunteers who help make this event happen, Roswell Park would not be able to have the most successful cycling fundraiser in upstate New York.
It is through your efforts to help the Rider Experience and our fundraisers give more and more in the fight against cancer.
Your first step after signing up is to visit your profile in the Ride Volunteer Center at rideforroswell.org.
Log in and check 4 things in your profile. First, your detailed job description. Second, make sure your shift times are correct. Third, check out to see where your position is actually located. And fourth, be sure to give us your cell phone number so you can receive Ride Emergency Weekend updates.
The next step is to visit the Ride Training section. Here, you will find detailed information about your job, campus maps, and much more.
Familiarize yourself with those maps so you know exactly where to go, both on the UB campus and on the routes. And be sure to check your email for updates about being a part of this great event.
Now, let's get you prepped for Ride Weekend. There's just a few things you need to bring with you.
So here's just a few things you want to bring with you to be ready to volunteer at the ride. Bring a backpack or small bag, packed with snacks and water. Don't forget, check the weather and dress in layers. You never know how it might change. Sunscreen and a hat and a pair of sunglasses are always a good idea at the Ride for Roswell. Comfy shoes are going to be good for your feet because you might be standing for long periods of time. Don't forget your job description. That's going to have instructions on where to go and what you'll be doing on that day. And of course, a cell phone. It's our best way to get in touch with you in case of emergency or any updates on Ride Weekend.
But most importantly, remember your smile. You are likely the first and last impression for our riders, so have fun, be friendly, and remember, we're all representing Roswell Park. Okay, now it's time to get you ready for UB at Ride Weekend. You get the choice of checking in Thursday, Friday, or Saturday morning for the ride. You may want to spend time asking questions to the ride leaders that day. If you are coming, and we hope you do, to the ride opening ceremony, feel free to come in early on Friday to check in and get your materials then.
So let's get you parked and on your way on the campus. Remember to bring your parking pass with detailed instructions on where to go specifically. Once you arrive, if you have any questions, be sure to check in with our guest services tents positioned around the parking lots. Also, keep an eye out for shuttle stops. They'll take you right where you need to go. And if you'd like, you're more than welcome to walk to our registration area. It's only about 5 to 10 minutes.
Our goal is to have all volunteers check in at some point for the ride. So remember, check in Edward Wright Practice Facility. Okay, now that you're checked in, you may ask, what are some of the things that I need as a volunteer?
You're going to be decked out in green all weekend. Green is our volunteer color. You'll start with your t-shirt. This is so riders can recognize you as a volunteer. You'll also receive your ever-important bracelet. This serves as your meal ticket for breakfast and lunch, and it also serves as your admission to the opening ceremony on Friday night, a great event where we celebrate all of Roswell Park supporters. And if you happen to forget your job instructions, don't worry, we'll have some extra copies on hand at check-in.
You'll get all this and anything else that you need for your job position at the Edward Wright Practice Facility. There will be ride volunteer leaders dressed in blue to answer any of your questions. We just ask that you come prepared at your post 15 minutes before your shift. So what do you do if you have any questions? The most important thing to know is who is your ride day leader. This information will be provided to you on your job description and also available at check-in.
In a real medical situation or emergency, call 911 and then follow up with your ride day leader. Always follow instructions from trained medical personnel. If it's a minor injury or incident, locate the nearest first aid station and ask for assistance. You can always call 716-THE-RIDE, that's 843-7433, for further instructions. After any incident, please be sure to fill out an incident report with the help of your ride day leader. This helps us follow up with everyone and make sure people are being as safe as they can in the future.
Remember, don't be afraid to ask questions. There will be plenty of people around who can answer those questions for you. And a great place to stop is our guest services tent, where they can answer those questions for you. Remember, even the simplest of questions are important to us.
Now do you feel ready to volunteer for the Ride for Roswell? We hope you are as excited as we are to have another fantastic day to see all of the faces who are dedicated to helping the fight against cancer.
We want you to know that the thousands of hours you donate to us not only help us pull the event off, but they save us thousands of dollars that we can dedicate right to cancer research. We need you in this fight, and we are so glad to have you with us.
So on behalf of people like myself and millions of others who have been affected by cancer, we thank you. And thank you for being part of one of the most moving experiences that you'll ever experience in your life, the fight against cancer and the Ride for Roswell.
On behalf of Roswell Park Cancer Institute and our patients, thank you.
For more information on volunteering, visit rideforroswell.org or call us at 716-THE-RIDE.